feet. What a job by this Cardinal club this year. Here's a fastball that goes all the way back to the screen. Ball 1 to Kemp. Kemp is 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and flied to center field. Martinez trying to get the final out here and let the Cardinals celebrate. Here's the 1-0 for Kemp, swinging a foul. Here goes past first base. And the Cardinal players just waiting to jump onto the field and go out and celebrate. And this big crowd on their feet, 47,000 plus. And the 1-1 pitch, swinging a pop-up. There it is. It goes into shallow left. Out goes the shortstop, makes the catch. Cardinals are Central Division champions. They win 9-0, and they celebrate onto the field. They are mobbing each other out there just between the mound and second base. Here come the bullpenners. There's 47,000 are enjoying this action. Tell you, a lot of people, John, didn't think that the Cardinals could do this, and they have done it.
They have no playoff game tomorrow, no possible wild card. The Central Division title belongs to the Cardinals in 2019.
And they celebrate as the final out went into the shallow part of left field, and it was a pop out to the shortstop. And the Cardinals are still out there celebrating, and now the coaches and the manager come out.
Congratulations to Mike Schultz, his entire staff.
Yeah.
My goodness.
They have done some job. The Cardinal players just did what they had to do this year, and it took them till the final day to clinch it, but you got to take your hat off.
They were 44 and 44, and then took off and finished 91 and 71. And finished ahead of the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs in the National League Central.
Well, everybody will look to that four-game series in Chicago too, John. And
You're right.
Rightly so.
4 one-run victories.
And that's where it really showed what this team is made out of, you know.
But it seemed like last night, after the Rockies turned things around in the 9th and 10th inning against Milwaukee, this team just said, okay, there's the reset button, and came out and scored often. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 4 in the third, 1 in the fourth inning. Home runs by Fowler, Carpenter, and Goldschmidt. And how good was Jack Flaherty today? Sensational.
Well, he said, jump on, boys, and come on for the ride. I'll take you to the promised land, and that he did.
So we're enjoying the celebration up here in the booth. What a celebration it is on the infield.
Along with this sellout crowd of over 47,000. We're going to take you down to the clubhouse as soon as the players get into the clubhouse.
Well, Mike Claiborne, he's set over here on the sideline. See Jim Hayes over there as well, but they're going to do their post-game activities from the field. Uh-oh, here comes the Gatorade, the water.
Who's the carrier there?
That's called Wong.
Yeah. He's going to douse everybody.
Oh, the manager's going to get it. He just did.
So you got the manager.
And they're going to have the team picture out on the mound, celebrating this division championship. A job well done.
Well, congratulations to this team, Mike Schultz. It's his team, there's no doubt about that. And
they came up just short last year, Mike, after a great second-half run, and had some inexperience that had not been that far along in a season with that kind of pressure, but learned from it and really turned it on from that 44 and 44 record right around the All-Star break, and finished up 91-71 with the Central Division title.
And Flaherty gets the win today, and rightly so. It's his 11th of the year, and you can really tell the maturity of the Cardinal right-hander. I mean, he just went to another level somewhere after the All-Star break, and he said from then on he was the bell ringer on this ball club. There's no doubt.
Well, he is so well prepared, and mentally, when he goes out there to pitch, he is locked in. And who's a good friend of his? A good friend of yours and all of ours, Bob Gibson.
Well,
he's learned a lot from Mr. Gibson, and he had a lot of ability to get started with, but he certainly has picked up on what he is needed to become this successful at this young age at the major league level. I mean, we're talking about a pitcher who's 23 years old.
Well, he goes 7 innings today, shuts him out on just 2 hits. Struck out 6, he walked just 1. I think that's the key to it. I read a quote by Bob Gibson today, and it said, somebody asked him how he pitched. He said, all I tried to do was throw the ball over the plate and not try to walk anybody. And you know what? That's a phenomenal advice. And look what happened today. Their starter walked the first 2 people, and they came in to score, and the scene was set. So the Cardinals scored 2 in the first. They scored 2 more in the second. They scored 4 in the third inning, another in the fourth, and they went on to win it 9-0. And they are the champions of the Central Division. And now we'll take it down to, well, we won't take it down. They're not ready yet. But anyway, we're going to have a post-game show for you. It's going to be a beauty.
Mike Schilt is on the field right now. He's congratulating the grounds crew. Billy Finley shook hands with Billy on the mound, and he's going to each member of the grounds crew, shaking hands, congratulating them, thanking them. That's the kind of man Mike Schilt is. That's your manager for the Cardinals.
Then one of the rules.
And Mike said,
we got some other guys.
Hey, we missed out on it, Skipper. We want to congratulate you, too. Oh, that's wonderful.
That is nice, isn't it? Well, that's the kind of person he is.
Mike just loves the game, and that's the way he started, Mike. As a kid, his mother was working in the front office of the AA Charlotte team in the Orioles organization. He used to shine shoes. He shined Cal Ripken's shoes while he was on the way to the big leagues. He ran the scoreboard. He went to get sandwiches for the umpires and for the players and did laundry. You name it, he did it, learning this game from the grassroots level. And look at what he's doing right now. He's going to get to manage in the postseason. How great is that?
In just his second year at the big league level. And he has a lot of friends, too, that have come before him. Guys like Tony La Russa and Whitey Herzog, and the list goes on and on.
But boy, he is a disciple of Mr. Kissel.
There's no doubt about that.
He learned from the grassroots level there. And Mark DeJohn was a huge influence on Mike Schilt. And Mark is retiring from the Cardinals minor leagues here at the end of the season. But Mike Schilt always praises George Kissel and Mark DeJohn, and learned so much from Red Schoendienst and from Tony La Russa, Whitey Herzog, and
learned from everyone.
Anybody he can take an ounce of knowledge from and apply it, he does it. That's how smart Mike Schilt is.
I can remember talking to him. I said, you know, your club's improved on everything this year, but I said it hasn't figured off to the bottom line. He said, yeah, I know. And he just had patience, and lo and behold, it has.
Well, Mike, who was it in your dugout? You know, usually there's somebody with Albert Pujols here. The players look to Albert on one end and Tony La Russa on the other.
Yeah.
Well, they definitely look to Yachty and Wainwright and the leaders at one end, and look to Mike Schilt. Mike Schilt's a pretty good poker face.
That's right.
If that stomach was churning, you couldn't tell it.
Well, today, 47,212. The total attendance, 3,480,393. Per game average of 42,968. 22 sellouts this year. And the Cardinals drew 3 million plus in attendance for the 23rd time in franchise history in their 16th consecutive season. They outdrew the Yankees, the Cubs, and the Angels. The only one to outdraw them were the Dodgers. And what a season for the St. Louis Cardinals and for Mike Schilt. You have to take your hat off to them. They persevered. They stayed with it. Took them till the last day, but they got it done, didn't they, John?
That they did, Mike. And I just
fine fashion, we might add.
I just got the feeling last night after that loss by Milwaukee with Hayter, they're locked down closer, giving up a home run to Sam Hilliard in the 9th inning, and then Matt Albers allowing an opposite field home run by Trevor Story in the 10th inning, that the Cardinals said, okay, there's our reset button, let's go to town. And they did today, with 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 4 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and Jack Flaherty, as you said, Mike, said, hop on, let's ride this thing over the finish line.
So we'll come back and have the totals for you after this.